Today we are stepping into the world of vintage glassware and talking about the Higbee Glass Company that later became the Higbee Glass Company. We'll be focusing on their swung vase design and why it has made a resurgence in recent years. And if you're into learning random bits of history about things I find in our stores, consider dropping us a like or subscribe. To start off, here's a picture of a swung vase in case you're not really sure what they look like. I found this one at our Danville location, and if you're not into glass collecting or home decor or anything that may have familiarized yourself with a swung vase, what it is a piece of art made by taking molten glass, pressing it into a mold, and then they actually swing it out to stretch the neck of the vase. So it's very handmade. It's different by each time it's made. It's never going to be exactly the same when made by hand like that. It's a very cool style. And here is a video giving a little example. The Higbee Glass Company was originally founded in 1879. They were known for their swung vases. Later, they became the B. Higbee Glass Company. They were also known for mastering this technique. So who was the B. Higbee Glass Company? The B. Higbee Glass Company was first started in 1907 in Bridgeville, Pennsylvania. It was founded by John B. Higbee's son, Orlando. He was also known as Ollie. And after the early Higbee Glass Company in Homestead got hit hard by a flood, and they had several other financial issues forcing them to close, Ollie eventually took over operations after everything had closed. He bought them out, took every bit of equipment that he could salvage from the previous company, and decided to move them to Bridgeville, Pennsylvania until 1918. They made all kinds of glassware like plates, pitchers, goblets, but it's their swung vases that they're really known for today. The one that I found in our store is not a B. Higbee Glass Company. The reason I decided to cover the B. Higbee Glass Company is I found their story very interesting, and they really are known as the creator of the swung vase as we know it today. Could there have been earlier interpretations of it? Most likely. I mean, let's be real, everything's been done at least once, some way, somehow. But if you're ever out and about in our stores or looking online, or if you're at any sort of like garage sale or anything, and you come across a swung vase and you're looking to see if it is a B. Higbee swung vase, you'll be able to recognize it. They by this little bumblebee trademark they have that says H-I-G in it, obviously standing for the Higbee Glass Company, Higbee. But yeah, you can pretty much know that that is an authentic piece. Of course, you know, always get it checked out if you really want to know. Here's a few other patterns of their vases that I've been able to find online, because they're not all the exact same. They have different categories of swung vases based on height and other small detailed factors that may have differentiated them. So from what I've seen, the swung vases in recent years have really begun to make a resurgence. It seems that people are just really into the style that they are, and I can't blame them. I think they're pretty awesome myself. That's originally what drove me to decide to do a video on them, is I thought they were a pretty rad piece. And honestly, they're not that expensive. I've seen them from anywhere from $20 to $50. That's a pretty common range. There are some that can go up, you know, $70 to $100, but those are either rare colors or like mint condition. And of course, you can find much cheaper replicas or versions made by other companies that are less well known, and in some cases more well known, but maybe had produced them at a higher volume or quantity. The B. Higbee Glass Company, I guess you could say, had happy endings. They were able to continue operating for 11 years after Ollie took over, until GE had approached them with interest to purchase their plant, which they eventually did, and they produced light bulbs from that plant for many years after that. But They still have glass pieces out there, so if you want a piece of history with a pretty cool background, I recommend trying to find one of those pieces and picking it up. I will leave some links to articles talking about Swung Vases and the John B. Higbee Glass Company if you want to read up on it a little bit and learn a little more yourself. If there's anything that you ever see in our stores, or if you're curious are in our stores that you might want to see a video on, let me know. Leave it in the comments, shoot me an email, whatever you got to do, and have a wonderful evening.